We are on the horizon of Lightning Overdrive, and I've been requested to talk about the top 5 things I think you should be picking up from this set. So, guys, smash your living crap out, subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Let's dig on into top 5 cards that I would probably be looking at picking up from Lightning Overdrive. Number 1 on our list here is going to be everybody's favorite Scrap Raptor. So, Mr. Raptor here's already got a couple of OTKs built into him. He strengthens Orcust combo. He's a common. He makes this crazy dinosaur board. If you guys do want, my friend has a really spicy dinosaur deck that is actually playing Scrap Raptor in it. And he just keeps talking about how it's one of the coolest decks he's ever seen. Him and a buddy his came up with the combo. So if you guys want to see that, I will see if we can get that up for you guys, so you guys can kind of see what kind of insanity you can do with Scrap Raptor outside of Orcust. But what more do I really need to say about this? It's a frickin' common, alright? When you have such a high impact, low impact card, I say low impact because, like, yeah, you can search it off of, you know, the scrap support, or the scrap support's a little bit expensive. But the cool thing is, like, at the end of the day, with all the cool new stuff that we got, Orcust hasn't gotten any better on the ban list. Dinosaurs can do some cool things with it. I think it's pretty much, well, it's that and Orcust are like the two big offenders right now with this. But does Scrap Raptor really make a higher impact than, say, playing this with Invoked? I'm not really sure. Well, scratch that. I've seen a lot of people trying to play, what is it? Ogdabis with the whole Orcust package. So I don't know if Scraptor really has a place in that variant, but doors are being opened up right now, and that's what you really want to see right now when you look at things to pick up. And like I said, it's a freaking common, alright? So it's not like it's going to be expensive. You're looking at like $3 for something that if you've already got an Orcust Core 4, you're like, well, you know, I want to play this. And it does open up the door for it to get a potential super printing in the near future here. So, Scrap Raptor's the first thing. Number 2 on this list here is actually going to be Amazement as a whole. Now, when I say Amazement as a whole, that includes the Amazing Time ticket, that includes the Administrator, which also has a Searcher, that includes the trap card that is the Book of Moon, and that includes the other trap card, which is also a Searcher. So that's a lot. It's an entire package. But when you look at this set as a whole, you're like, oh, so in terms of interaction, Control got some really big boosts this set, alright? When Control at any point in its life gets an engine that literally can special summon itself when a trap card is activated, you know there's going to be some really fun interactions just looming about the game at that point. So, wait, Amazement goes good with trap tricks, right? Yes, we have talked about in the past that there is a Trap Tricks Amazement variant that actually looks to merge these two ideas together and capitalize. And I mean, hey, the Administrator allows you to equip the Book of Moon from your frickin' deck on your opponent's turn when they summon something. And then you're like, oh, hey, chill. They summon something, you're like, alright, let's put the Book of Moon on your monster. And then you're like, oh, you ready to get Book of Moon, friend? And you just flip down their stuff. And then your opponent's like, why are you doing this to me? Like, that's the advantages of that package. Unfortunately, it does lead to some bricks some of the time. That's why a lot of the Amazement packages that we tend to see are a little bit watered down, and that's, once again, not necessarily a bad thing. Playing less of something can't really lead to some bad issues, but if you're only trying to play like one Book of Moon with the engine, just don't play the engine at that point. Like, you do have to optimize some higher numbers for some of these. But yes, I do think for the most part here that having the ability to play the Amazement package as that Control aspect is definitely something that I'd want to pick up. Next up on our list here is going to be the Dragon Crown of Mysterion. You already know. It's that new super poly target. 1 spellcaster plus a dragon. Yeah, 1 dragon. Okay. Sure, man. I'm in. You sold me. You sold me at another super poly out to the game. So, can't be used as fusion material. Sure. This card loses 100 attack for each of your banished cards. Sure. If a monster uses its activated effect to special summon itself or a monster with the same original type, except during damage step, you can target one of those special summon monsters and banish that, and banish all monsters from the field of that same original type. So, we get a generic blanketing effect here that just punishes the opponent if they attempt to summon something. Alright, sure man, but what's the implications here? You have a spellcaster and a dragon monster. How realistic is that to achieve? Red Eye's Dark Dragoon exist. Alright? So, at that point in time, you just have to deploy a dragon at some point. So, you just have to have a dragon and then be able to super poly. There were some older variants for Dragon Link that were like trying to be like super awesome. And were like trying to end on like Dragoon, Borreload, Savage. Some decks can still do that, but how consistent is it? It's not that good, but I mean, hey man, if you can successfully super poly out a Dragoon and some sort of dragon, that's where you're going to get your most value out of this. But it's a freaking super poly target. Alright, in terms of something that I would want to pick up, this is definitely something that I'm looking at right now as a high impact card, at least as long as Dragoon continues to exist in the game. If anything happens to Dragoon, we might see a change to that statement, but for now, these are going to cost like maybe $10 tops as a super poly target. You already know the cool things that we're going to do. I can't wait to hear the stories about my opponent normal summoned a dragon and blew me out. Like, well, it shouldn't end on Dragoon, so there's that. Next up is Diviner. Now, typically, I would also going to include Mu Beta in this particular thing. So, we finally got him. We've waited so long for the ability to special summon the Fabled Tuner from the deck, the ability to drop the Herald from the extra deck to search. The key piece, the best card that I think is in this set next to the first pick is Diviner. Like, hands down. Alright, if you're a Ritual fanatic, you have been waiting how long to pick up Diviner? How long? Oh, what, since Drytron's last year when you guys got to see Lund go on his beautiful rampage with that deck? It has been how long since we've waited on this? It was a manga promo from Japan. They imported it as a secret rare in this set, and all wrapped up in a nice, currently $70-ish price tag. Alright, so if you guys want the capabilities of the Tuner Monster to make Hulk plays, the ability to have a search, alright, the ability to drop Eve, whatever its name is, for more shenanigans, then this is the card for you. It stinks that like it's walled behind basically a $200 plus price tag right now that Ritual players are going to have to pay because the rest of the set's not that great, but this is the reality of the situation. So, does the card warp the metagame? Absolutely it does. Its pure existence is going to make people question a few of their, I guess, sanity plays at the end of the day. So I'm definitely kind of looking forward to that at the end of the day. So hey, you know what? Diviner's finally here. It's expensive. Yeah, it's it is what it is. And then the next card I would consider picking up, the last one here, is Boo Boo Game. And you're like, wait a minute, Robbie. We just went from Diviner to Boo Boo Game. During damage calculation, if a monster battles, you take no battle damage from that battle. Okay, well that's, sure, okay. If this set card and its owner's control is destroyed by an opponent's card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target up to 2 normal trap cards in your graveyard except for Boo Boo Game and set them. They can be activated this turn. You know what becomes playable with this set, ladies and gentlemen? Do you remember that crazy OCG burn deck? Farfa covered it, it made its way through Twitter. A lot of the community kind of turned heads at it, and they were like, wait a minute. This is the final piece that we needed to play that burn strategy. It's all coming together now, alright? I'll see we got the level 4 Star Synchro in here, also, this set. The Mr. Take 2K, and some other shenanigans. So, it's all here. That burn deck is 100% complete now. So, you know what that means? Yes, Degeneracy Robbie is here, and he is excited, because now we have the most powerful strategy known to Yu-Gi-Oh! Something that you all complain about with Mystic Mind, but burn was always the third part of the trifecta. There was control, there was combo, and then there was burn. Alright, and many of you have forgotten about burn throughout the years, but it's back, and it's playable, and it's not looking too good out there for those of you that are going to run into that deck, and you're literally going to go, ah! I hate this. Alright, I understand. So, can't wait. Actually, it's all coming together. So guys, what do you think about the top 5 pickups for the Lightning Overdrive set? Leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Smash share, relevant crap out, subscribe in so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day with some more cool, awesome content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.